My brows are very faint. They're very, very light, and I think they're the closest to my natural hair color because they're so light. So I just add this pencil and um, I use the spoolie here to brush it around, to move around the color. And I love this spoolie because it does a great job at combing the hair without making the color come off. And for this pencil, this is, I believe, an Auburn. Got the name. The name is slightly scratched off, I think, but it is a more brown red kind of shade, which I think next time, I don't really like how it looks. Next time I'll go with a more brown shade. I know in the past I've used this before and I love the way it goes on, but I couldn't remember the color that I used. But either way. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some Sunday afternoon casual eyeshadow look. Oh, I picked the wrong thing, didn't I? Okay, so I also have this Revlon Color Stay Brow Fantasy. And this is another pencil and a gel wand. I don't really ever use the gel wand. Maybe I could use it as a mascara. But I like this color better. Um, so I think it's just supposed to be, I learned to go like that versus that. Um, hmm. I think it's just supposed to keep the brows in place but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with the eyeshadow look, and it's just going to be something I want to do this brown. I want to do a really casual look. There's a shimmer brown and a matte brown. And I want to do that. Okay, I'm going to use this big brush. This is the Ingold Foundation brush by Eco Tools, but I'm going to use it as a all over brow bone and top lid eyeshadow color brush. I'm going to use, I like this one, maybe mix with that. I've started using these kinds of wider brushes for brow bone base colors, just because it basically covers your whole eye area where I want the shadow to go. So kind of makes it really convenient to be able to kind of put everything at once. It's very stiff because it is a foundation brush, but I really don't wear foundation, so I don't actually use it for the intended purposes. But I found that I can just use it as a brush for the brow bone. And okay, so I want to go ahead I want to do this matte brown for the outer corner. And raising it up. This also acts as one of my blending brushes or buff brushes, so it's what I'm using this for. I just applied this one matte brown shade, but I want to make sure, because it's a little it's dark, and make sure I'm just buffing it out really well. And then I'll go over here. And it just creates a really nice, soft, buffed out effect by just going over it in small circles. And then I go like this for here, but there we go. This shadow is really, really easy to work with. I purchased this for $6 at Marshall's. This is the Ellen Tracy Nude Shadow Palette. It has matte and shimmer shades, and it claims to be easily blendable, which is true, and highly pigmented, which is true. So I've been really happy. Let me show it to you. I've been very happy with this one. Okay, so I want to add maybe a lighter color in the inner corner. So I have this one is another, this one and the one before it is Urban Studio. And I got these at Marshall's probably last year. And I really like them. So for an inner corner, I'm going to do this really soft pink shade. It is it's another matte shade. And I'll put a little up there and a little there. So that's really simple. I might make the outer corner color a tad darker. I do have this more of a chocolatey brown. It is shimmery shade, slightly different, not so much darker than this one, but it's just a different shade. Just in that area. So it's good, just like that, just really simple. I'm going to go ahead and use my, this one again, just to clean off. I usually use a blush brush to clean out anything around here, but I can also go in here and just do that, since the only color that's on here is the very light colors that I use for my brow bone, and it usually works. I really want to do lip brows again because I'm not good. It's very hard for some reason to do my brows, but before I do that, actually, I'm going to use this angled brush for liner. I found that I really love using this shadow as an eyeliner instead of an actual pencil liner, because I prefer the pencils, but often that's a little too harsh when I'm really just trying to do a soft color. So this is an olive green shade. This is slightly darker. I could go with that, or I could just go with, oops, I got it on my nail. This one. I just went ahead and used this one. So just a little bit. And I think it's going to come out a little more once I put the mascara and everything on. So I'm going to go ahead and redo brows here. Maybe okay, that's a little better. And I'm going to go ahead and do the mascara. And I do have a brown one that I like to use for when I am just putting a very light color on. This one I bought probably a month or two ago. This is the Essence brand Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara. It's in brown and I really like it. I had to get used to it because the wand is different. So I'll show you. The wand really grabs onto the lashes and stays grabbing on as you pull it through. So again, I think it does a really great job at really lengthening and thickening, especially for very light color lashes like myself, or ones that tend to look like you don't have that much hair. So I think this would be really good because it just specializes in thickening effect and lengthening because of the wand. It's not, it's hard to see on here, but they're not soft little bristles, they're plastic teeth. Is the best, see, is the best way I can explain it. So it just does a great job at really lengthening them. And I feel like the liner is getting lost with all this brown coloring shadow. So I think what might be fun and different is that if I used a blue eyeliner. And it's just going to be a very small amount. And I'm actually just going to be, hold on, I'm going to sip on my coffee here. This is my Gilmore Girls mug. Okay, so I'm going to use this is the Wet n Wild Multicolor Icon Stick. And I love it. It's gorgeous electric blue. I think it'll be fun and different. And instead of rubbing it on, because it's a thick, comes on really thick, I'll just use my little angled brush and wipe. Hmm. Maybe it's better if I do just fine. Don't. Then I can clean it up afterwards. Okay, I'm gonna use a clean one. And I'll also show you this is bendable. Being very messy with this. Okay, just cleaned myself up a little bit. I only needed a very small line, but I really am glad I did it for the blue eyeliner because it just creates a little bit of contrast, makes it stick out a little more. I found when then I use the brown shadow for the eyeliner, it kind of blended in there and didn't really do much. So I went ahead and added that blue, and I like it a lot. So I could add more mascara. I could add the black mascara just to bring it up a little bit if I wanted to. Or just have that blue liner be the focal point. That is another thing that is a good choice as well. So lipstick or gloss, do a light pink, mauve kind of color, or if I don't really feel like putting on actual color. So I have this lip mask that I've been using on and off for about a year now, almost a year, and it is a lip sleeping mask. You're supposed to put it on at night. It's a lip sleeping mask that provides smooth, firm lips by gently melting away dead skin on the lips for overnight with sweet strawberry scent. So it's Korean. And I've just been using it during the day as a lip gloss. It's definitely helped them stay moisturized, and they haven't been as chapped. Just a light. It makes them look a little puffy. Not puffy, but a little thicker looking. So yeah, I redid the brows. They look darker. I didn't brush them. I just went ahead and put on the color because I feel like sometimes when I brush them, the color disappears or it smudges, and it's just easier not to brush it off sometimes. So I could do a little bit of blush if I wanted to, and so I do have that. But you know, I was just thinking, I could use this very soft coral mauve peachy color as the blush. barely wiping it on. See there? Um, if I wanted to give my brow bone a little more highlight color, I could go ahead and use this very light. This looks blue, and it's not. So, no hairspray needed. I don't know if you could tell, but I did cut my hair because the ends were extremely dry, and so I just gave it a nice chop. So it's just a little above or at my shoulders. So that's my look. Very simple. I love the blue. I think it really complements with that brown shadow. And I just want to show you this look that I thought I'd do today. Maybe give you some ideas. And I love this palette. If you happen to come across this palette, get it. It's very affordable for what you get. Beautiful array of colors, a lot of color, a mix of mattes and shimmer. And yes, as you can see, I barely put anything, and you could see that the colors are very pigmented and they're very easy to work with. I really love them, and they're really blendable, and I think that's really important, especially with a beginner's. I consider this a beginner's shadow too. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go for now. I hope you enjoyed. Just wanted to do this little makeup makeover type video for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.